Hey guys, I'm just going to make a quick video on how to use the new metallic paint types that just came out in the release candidate, which will be released properly in the 1.5 patch. It's really easy to do. This car that we're looking at now is an early version of Darren's livery for the JCW Touring Car Championship we're going to be running. So this is in the default paint scheme. So what I'll do, I'll just show you guys the XML quickly and how we can change this green to be the new metallic paint. So in the XML, this is the Bloody Nines livery, and you can see here we've got base livery set as default. To use one of the metallics, you can either use red, green, or blue metallic paint. So we're going to choose green, obviously, for Darren's car. You don't need to do anything else, just change from default to green metallic. It only seems to use the body DDS file, so you don't need any other spec or fres maps or anything like that, and it's really easy to do. Now I don't have Darren's PSD file or anything like that. I have only got his DDS file, so that's what we're going to use. So these are the liveries that I've had submitted so far. This is Darren's DDS. I'm going to do this in paint.net because it's free and it's probably what a lot of people are using. So this is paint.net. We're just going to open Darren's DDS file in here. And to get the metallic effect, I've already set up my XML. So what I want to do is I want to change this green color slightly. So similar to how the spec maps work, basically we need to use transparency, and we can make this a darker color so that the green metallic effects will reflect off the darker color. So it's really easy. In Paint, we will just grab the magic wand tool, and if we just single click on this color, it'll select it. I've got my tolerance set to about 15 at the moment. If I shift click, it'll select everything that's the same color. So all of the green items are selected now. So what I want to do, I don't want to mess up this base layer that I've got here. So I'm going to duplicate this one. So we can just go up to layer and we can duplicate layer. And I'm just going to hide that one so that we can't see it for now. And what I want to do is I need to be able to make this area transparent. And at the moment it's a solid color. So I'm just going to delete it. So I'm just going to press delete on the keyboard, and now all that green is gone. So that's the first step. The second step is I'm going to make a new layer underneath. So in between here, and I want to fill this area with black. So I'm going to turn this base layer back on again because I've still got that. I'm going to shift click to make my selection again. Oops, if I highlight it, shift click to make my selection, go back to this layer here, and I want to fill this with black. So I'm going to go up to edit. I'm going to go fill selection, and it'll fill it with whatever your foreground color, and mine is black at the moment. I'm going to press Control D to deselect. So now what you can see is I've got my top layer, I've got my under layer here, and I want to make sure that my background is hidden because I need to make this black color transparent. So when you make something transparent, that tells the game to apply the effect in that transparent area. So areas that are opaque won't get the effect applied. Areas that are transparent will get the effect applied. And I want the area to be black in color so that it gets a nice reflection of that green metallic paint. So what I'm going to do is double click on this layer, or I can click on the spanner down here to bring up the properties. And I'm going to bring the opacity right down to 0. So the layer is still there, it's still selected, but the opacity is 0, so it's completely transparent. So it's still going to have the black color, but the game knows to now reflect the metallic off that black. So all I have to do now is File, Save As. We will save it as the DDS. We're going to save it over the top of Darren's DDS file here. We're going to choose DXT5 because that supports transparency. Just click on OK. We'll flatten it, and that's done. So now if we look at the DDS file for Darren, if we just open that up, so you can see what it looks like. So we can still see the black here, but it's completely transparent as far as the game is concerned. So it will apply the effect in that area. So if we go back over to the car, so this is the default paint. We'll reload the livery. I haven't created a thumbnail yet, but if we just pop back into the showroom, you'll see the difference that makes. So you can see that the effect has been applied here in those areas. So this is now metallic green paint as per the XML here.